everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Fame Game Show with today's special guest, Paul Gregory. And now, the star of our show, comedian, producer, MC, songwriter, creator, host, and a man of nearly 3 characters, that worst place singer, Red Harris.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fame Game Show. Susie, did you hear what that stupid AI announcer said? He called me the worst place singer. It's supposed to be first place singer.
No, my copy here definitely says worst place.
Hold on. You see, Susie, right there, it says 2 times first place singer, Las Vegas Best Singing Competition.
Red, it says 20 first place singer.
No, Susie, you're reading it incorrectly, just like you read the script incorrectly.
Listen, I was going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say, well, we don't know how many competitors there were, but I have a pretty high confidence that there were probably 21, and you don't usually get a trophy for last place.
Trust me, Susie, you're reading it wrong, just like you read the script all wrong. I won the thing not once, but 2 times. I'm the only champion to ever go back to back.
It would be nice if you went back to not singing. Well, now that that's settled, Red, I think it's probably time that you introduce today's guest.
Ah, yes. Today's guest, a man of many, many talents and one persistent habit.
Oh?
Well, he's a keyboardist. He's a professional musician here in Las Vegas for over 20 years, and he is known in certain professional circles, the Master Interrupter. And
Red, you are not in any professional circles.
well, his name, Susie, is Paul Gregory.
Oh, you mean the guy you tried to replace me with?
Susie, I could never replace you. I tried to,
But
well, I couldn't style the wig to look right on me. And the dress was way too tight.
is that all?
My budget was also too tight.
Naturally.
In any case, today's guest is a phenomenal keyboardist. He knows all of my favorite songs, and you're gonna love seeing him on the show more and more in future episodes. Please enjoy the musical stylings of Paul Gregory.
Used to spend my nights down at the ballroom. Girl was the only love I know. But you rescued me, reaching for the bottle. Brought me back. Being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're on your love all the time. Used to look for love in all the same old places. And the bottom of the bottle's always dry. When you poured out your love, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me out. You're smooth Tennessee whiskey. You're sweet and strong better wine. You're a glass of brandy. I'll stay stoned for your love all the time. Tennessee whiskey. You're the sweet and strong wine. You're a glass of brandy. I'll stay stoned on your love all the time. You're smooth Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. You're smooth Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey.
Here we are in the Tiki Leaky Village. Yes, we are. And this is where we're going to be doing all of our interviews this season and forevermore. Tonight and today, we have our very special guest, Paul Gregory, who is doing keyboards, he's doing vocals, he's doing comedy, he's doing a big smile for us. Paul, you've been in Vegas for how long?
25 years, Red.
25 years. What brought you out here?
Well, back in those days, there was lots and lots of music happening here in Las Vegas. It was really the entertainment capital of the world.
Oh, yeah.
And, casinos would hire you for a whole week back then. Nowadays, that's a thing of the past.
Yeah, it sure is. In fact, I don't know if they have any residencies that last a week anymore in this
Right.
town.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. And so when you came here, was that your dream to be a Las Vegas performer?
That was all I've ever wanted to do, Red.
Yeah.
When I was just a young boy, back in high school, my dad said, well, playing music is great, son, but you got to have something to fall back on.
That's what they
So-
told John Lennon, by the way. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
They don't say that anymore, but yeah.
Now, okay, so was it always keyboards that you played, or did you play anything else?
You know what? When I was very, very young,
Yeah.
I tried all kinds of stuff. I tried violin. I played the snare drum in my middle school band.
Okay, cool.
But piano, even guitar. I even played
you
a little
did? Okay.
guitar, but
Okay.
keyboard is what really stuck for me.
You look comfortable on the keyboard.
Yeah.
I mean, you really do.
Thank
And not only, it's funny because a lot of keyboardists are great keyboardists, but they can't sing.
Right.
And a lot of singers are great at singing, but they're not too good at playing an instrument.
Right.
You do both very well.
Thank you, Red.
And you probably saw it tonight, or you're about to. I'm not sure how it's going to work. But we just had Paul do Tennessee Whiskey, the song that's my favorite country song, by the way, Chris Stapleton. And he nails the vocals in this song. We were talking about the run that you did in that song. That is, I wouldn't ever attempt that. Now, Susie, would you ever attempt a run like that?
I may have to sing it weekly and do the run weekly, but I'm sure Paul does it better than I do.
Okay, very good. But do you think he does it better than I do it?
Yes, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Thank you, Susie. So, okay, so what was your very first gig you ever did in Las Vegas?
Well, I came here with a country band, and I believe we played, I think it was Sam's Town.
Oh, okay.
I think it was Sam's Town.
At Roxy's?
Right, at Roxy's,
Yeah,
way back when. Oh, actually, they had a country dance hall all those years ago. Upstairs, it was country line dancing back in those days,
Okay.
and our band played up in that country dance hall, which doesn't exist anymore.
Right.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I remember going to the Dennis Bono show at Sam's Town before he moved over to South Point where he is now. So yeah, that place has gone through some changes.
Yes.
Now you were also in Crazy Ray's band at one time.
Funness.
Crazy Ray was in the Fame game for 7 years, our original cast, and I found out only recently that you had worked with him. How did that come about?
Well, I believe he saw me playing with some other band, and he's like, "Would you be interested in playing with my band?" And
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah.
And so we got together. We went over the song list, and the rest is history. We went on the road. We played gigs in Vegas, Laughlin, all over town.
That's awesome. Yeah, he was my roommate for a while.
Oh, I
right
didn't
up
know
till
that.
the day he had his stroke. He was in my house when he had the stroke.
Oh, okay.
So Ray and I are very, very, very close and have been for many, many years. And he was terrific in the Fame game. He played guitar and he did comedy. He was our announcer and all that good stuff.
Oh, good.
So do you have any dreams left that you haven't yet achieved in entertainment or anything else for that matter?
You know what? There is one.
Okay.
I want, at some point, I never got to go on a tour bus, like tour around the country.
Okay.
Sleep on the bus with all
Yeah.
the band members
Yeah.
and like a national tour.
Oh, cool.
So that's the one
Very
thing
cool.
that I would still like to do.
I did that. It was a special bus when I was 7 years old. That was my only experience with buses in my life. Well, I got to tell you, Paul, it's such a great pleasure to have you here.
Thanks, Red.
Our star of our show today. Paul will be with us lots and lots and lots of times in the future. In the meantime, thanks for sticking around for the Tiki Leaky Village with our lovely bartender, our pretty lady in pink, Susie Cross, and of course, Paul Gregory. Hey, Red Harris here. If you're enjoying the Fame Game show so far, do us a quick favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell to receive alerts so you don't miss a single episode. We've got more games, more performances, more singers, more surprises still ahead. And now, folks, we have a sweet treat for you. A clip from our Showstoppers concert where I had the audience absolutely captivated with my singing.
Well, captivated is one word for it, Red. Tortured might work there too.
Tortured by how good it was, maybe?
Luckily, I was there to save the day.
Well, Susie, you definitely brought some sweetness to the stage, I'll say that. Here's a clip of us performing Sweet on Me at the Fame Game Showstoppers in concert. Enjoy, everybody.
When Susie enters the room, the sunshine follows right behind. Cherry bloom, sweet perfume. Oh, that strawberry wine, strawberry wine. she smiled at me for the very first time. That pretty lady in pink, she drives me out of my mind.
What mind?
Jelly roll and a cutie pie, wiggles and giggles, a jello surprise. Grape Suzette, sweet as can be. I really gotta get that girl. Sweet on me, sweet on me. She can't cook, she can't bake, offers nibbles instead. Sweet sugar on a Sunday. Is it all in my head?
It's all in your head, all right.
Jelly roll and a cutie pie, wiggles and giggles, a jello surprise. Grape Suzette, sweet as can be. Will I ever get that girl? Sweet on me, sweet on me, yeah. Sweet on me, sweet on me. I made my selection for that walking confection. Gotta make the connection just to get her affection. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I invited her over. We made goodies for two. We indulged and got closer.
Chocolate!
Jelly roll and a cutie pie, wiggles and giggles, a jello surprise. Grape Suzette, sweet as can be. I've yet to get that girl. Sweet on me, sweet on me. Time to get that girl. Sweet on me. I finally got that girl. Sweet on me, sweet on me. Gotta take time, all the words won't rhyme, all right.
And now it's time for another episode of Pepper's Endeavors. This week, we find Pepper hurriedly mixing ingredients in the kitchen.
What are you up to now, Pepper?
Oh, I'm just doing the moon shooting boogie. And at the same time, I'm concocting a very special treat for little Barky, Mr. W's dog next door.
What have you got in that bowl?
I got all kinds of stuff in the bowl. I've got these old eggs that I found underneath my bed, and I added a little bit of peppermint sauce to it. Oh, and don't forget about the good stuff. I also put in a little, just a smidgen of Lark's vomit, and my own original recipe, Pepper's Red Hot Sauce.
Oh, right. Does he
How you do
like
that?
that stuff?
He will today because I added my own special ingredient. I got Dad's fuzzy navel juice. He's gonna love it.
Pepper, are you planning on force feeding that dog?
Somebody has got to force feed the dog because how else is he going to go out there and dig up all the holes and all the gophers at Mr. W's house?
You should never do that. How much mischief can you get into? I saw you pulling his ears the other day.
I wasn't pulling his ears. I was just holding on to them. He was the one doing all the darn pulling.
Oh, that is so cruel. Pepper, just wait till your father gets home. He can deal with you. Looks like he's here now.
Honey, I'm home.
Cecil, you need to talk to your son. I have had it with Pepper today. I'm gonna go take a shower.
Oh, my little pepperoni. Why is your mother acting so cross?
Must be that time of the month again. You know, all I'm trying to do is make a treat for Barky, the neighbor's dog, Mr. W's dog, and he's giving me troubles.
Why don't you play some fun games, like those checkers Auntie Gertie gave you?
Those checkers Auntie Gertie gave me, those things tasted just like the fence in the backyard. They're terrible.
I seem to remember you taped them to the back of the cat's back and put them in the dryer.
That was so cute. I think it made Muffins kind of dizzy, though.
You know it's not nice to treat Kitty that way.
Ah, fizzle twisters, Pa. Why do I get blamed for everything around here?
Oh, now, little fella, don't you think that maybe it's because you're the one doing all the mischievous things around here?
Ah, shucks, Pa.
Pepper, did you put thumbtacks on the floor in the shower?
What the heck is she belly aching about, Pa?
Pepper, did you put glue in my shampoo bottle?
Why would I do a thing like, what in tarnation is she talking about? She's always belly aching about something. Pa?
Oh, Pepper, you little scamp. Did you do that to your mother?
Wait till she uses the towel.
Pepper!
What is she shouting about now? She's starting to make my liver shiver. Ah, Pa, maybe it's time you took a little control around here. Maybe you should tie her down again.
Tune in next time for another raucous episode of Pepper's Endeavors.
You gotta take time or the words won't rhyme, alright.
When this episode ends, the fun doesn't. Catch more episodes, performances, and Fame Game moments right after this one, or click the video on the end card to keep the party going. And for everything Fame Game Show, visit famegameshow.com.
Welcome to the Fame Game Show, everybody. It's great to have you back. This is our first episode of the second season and our first episode in our brand new studio. And it's great to have you with us. And ever since our very first episode, it's great to have back with us our pretty lady in pink, Susie Cross.
Hello, I'm back and pinker than ever.
Yes, you are looking better than ever. Okay, thank you, Susie. We have 3 guests over here, and we're going to be playing a game all about music. And who might we be our first guest over here?
I am Ginger Kelly.
Ginger, it's a pleasure to meet you.
pleasure to
And
meet
Ginger,
you.
what kind of work do you do? Do you have any?
I'm a marketing consultant.
Marketing. Now that's something I need because I go to the grocery store and I lose all my money on those slot machines. I need a consultant to guide me not to do that. Thank you, Ginger, for being here. And who might you be?
Paul Gregory.
Paul Gregory. I think I've met Paul before because Paul's been with us since our very last episode, but we're still on the air anyway, but we had to change studios to do that. Paul plays keyboards. Paul sings. Paul does comedy. Paul does it all. And Paul, it's a pleasure to have you back with us. And who might you be?
Rick Kelly.
Rick Kelly. Now, I know Rick Kelly because we have been in bands together since I won't even tell you, since high school. I'll put it to you that way, though. And Rick and I go way, way back. 3 times he's kicked me out of the band, and he told me 3's a charm, so I had to start a game show. So it's good to have everybody with us, and we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to play a musical game today. Susie, you got those cards with you?
I sure do.
Okay, all these questions are going to be all different questions about music. So I'm going to ask questions. Anybody who knows the answer, if you think you know the right answer, hit your button on your right over here, and then the first person to hit the button will be able to answer. If you get the answer wrong, the other 2 players that didn't hit the button can yell out whatever answer they think is correct. We're going to start off with music, and here we go. You ready?
Ready.
Okay. Which guitar virtuoso stunned audiences in 1967 Monterey Pop Festival with his rendition? Yes, Rick Kelly.
Jimi Hendrix.
That is absolutely fantastic. So here we go. This pianist, known for his rhinestone suits. Yes, Paul.
Liberace.
That's correct. Absolutely correct. Big point for Paul. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm impressed. Okay, we've got a tie going on so far because Rick has got 1 point, Paul's got another one, and Ginger says, I'm getting the next one. Am I right about that, Ginger?
That's right.
Okay, here we go. Now, here's our question. Which singer recorded the album Legend, one of the best reggae compilations of all? Rick, what have you got for that?
Poco.
That is not Poco. Anybody else know the answer? I'll finish the question. Which singer recorded the album Legend?
Bob Marley?
That's correct. Bob Marley. Absolutely.
Ginger is on
right.
the board.
Everybody's got a point.
Yes,
Rick's got a point.
girl.
Paul's got a point. Ginger's got a point. I can't believe this. This is amazing. I
Neither
can't
can
get
I.
over it. This is getting exciting. We got a three-way tie for first place. Here's our next question. Which flamboyant rock stars on-stage antics once included biting the head off of... And what would that be?
Ozzy Osbourne.
That would be Ozzy Osbourne. Paul's got it correct. Absolutely great. Oh my God, this is getting so exciting. We have 2 points for Paul, 1 point for Rick, 1 point for Ginger. Somebody's going to win a big prize tonight. Now, let's answer our next question. Here we go. Which Beatle, known for his interest in Indian spiritual... Rick, who would that be?
George Harrison.
That's right, George Harrison! Yes, he did Within You, Without You. He did The Inner Light. He did all kinds of Indian music. And very good, Rick. We got 2 points for Rick. We got 2 points for Paul. And Ginger, you're 1 point behind again, but last time you caught up, so let's see what happens. We're getting really close here. Rick's got 2 points. Paul's got 2 points. Ginger's got 1. Let's see what we're going to do about this tiebreaker possibility. Musical question, which Mississippi-born singer became famous for hits like Tutti Frutti and is often... Rick, what would be the answer to that?
Little Richard.
Little Richard Penniman is absolutely correct. Nice job. Our grand prize winner will soon be Rick Kelly. Nice job, Rick. You are good. You are absolutely
That was fast.
incredible. Yes, he's so good he kicked me out of all the bands I've been in. Okay, but nice job, Rick. All right. Well, now that we've declared our grand winner, Rick Kelly, it's time to give a prize. We've got big prizes. They're all numbered over there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I would say, Rick, pick a gift, but he'll always pick the big one. So instead of that, Susie, if you'll give us that spin of that spinner, that will determine which prize Rick will leave here with.
Are you ready?
You bet. I thought you were going to spin it clockwise, but she fooled us, and she did it counterclockwise.
I have to keep you guessing.
You sure did. Uh-oh, number 6. And now our grand prize winner is going to get a grand prize. Okay, here's how it's going to work. Rick, you got number 6 up there on the spinner. That means you get to pick any one of those prizes, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Which would you like Susie to give to you?
Well, I'm a big Red Harris fan, so I'm going to go for
me
number
too.
5.
Okay, you got number 5. Susie, I'm dying to see what's inside that big red box over there for Rick.
All right, let's see. Oh, we have a You Gotta Know TV trivia game.
No
That's
way.
Exciting. We also have, I remember these from our concert, the Showstoppers show. We have some official Red Harris earplugs.
Those are, they're plugs. They're not buds like you told me at the concert.
So that we can all try to avoid your
Thank you.
beautiful singing. And then we have, just very special for Rick, the Las Vegas Players, the original Fame Game Show cast CD. Rick's going to get to listen to that all the way home, and I think he might be in the same car as Ginger, and I bet they cannot wait.
I want to thank everybody for playing the Fame Game. It's been a pleasure. Rick Kelly, our grand prize winner. We've got Paul Gregory, our next winner, we hope. And Ginger Kelly, our very next winner, really. It's been great having all 3 of you here. And of course, our lovely, pretty lady in pink, Susie Cross. Thanks for being here. Thanks for playing the Fame Game. And we'll see you next time on the Fame Game Show.